The hurricane-force winds that smashed Iowa's corn crops to the ground will be howling for years through our economy here at home and the atmosphere planet-wide. In one 14-hour event.
Yeah. 20 minutes for us, but yeah, 14 hours as it made its way across, you bet.
We've never had this kind of a catastrophe in the Midwest.
Never that you remember, or never that all Iowa corn farmers remember?
None that any Iowa corn farmer will remember either. We had an event in 2011 that was similar. 9 years and a month later, we get one 3 to 4 times the size of what we had.
He's talking about the scope of the loss. At least $3 billion worth of corn left to rot in the field is just the beginning, part of an increasing trend of extreme weather events often influenced by climate change.
Well, what do you think? It's pretty obvious to me that I've only seen this twice in my lifetime in 50 years.
Those are power plants down there. They may not look like this fossil fuel refinery, but they do the same thing. Nearly 1/3 of all corn produced here in the United States becomes some kind of fuel. Or at least that's the way it used to be.
This right here, that's the best solar panel there ever was.
It takes solar energy and makes it into sugar. Those sugars can be fermented just like booze into alcohol, refined into corn-based ethanol fuel, and mixed with gasoline.
With all the concerns of climate change, and I'm just not sure why we're not using more of it.
EPA rules that date back to the George W. Bush administration set standards for sustainable fuels. As the years passed, more and more biofuels were supposed to be mixed into your gas pump. Petroleum producers can actually get out of those requirements by asking for a federal waiver. And from 2013 to 2015, the EPA rarely said yes. But starting in 2016, those waivers nearly quadrupled, and it hit home right here in the cornfields, taking about 4 billion gallons of cleaner burning corn-based fuel off the market, according to industry estimates.
Well, then we hit COVID. One of the largest ethanol plants in the nation shut down.
And that's when it got worse for corn farmers. At one point during the pandemic, our country's ethanol production was cut in half when processors slowed down.
I don't think that we need to get rid of the big oil.
You're not going to run an A380 on ethanol.
Absolutely, that's right. We need each other.
Refinery waivers, then coronavirus, then a farm-smashing storm. It's a lot to take for these blue-collar Midwesterners. You're still smiling, though.
Guess it's the resilience. You know, tomorrow the sun's gonna come up, you're gonna be out that door, you got chores to do, you got a couple thousand mouths to feed, and you hunker down and you get to work.